For those who are lost, grasping for answers, searching for a way forward, a light during these trying times. What if I told you you didn't have to search far? In fact, what if I said the answers were right in front of you all along? Come, sit down. Let's have a conversation. It's time to strip down to the root of the problem. It's time for debriefing with the commander. The year is 2024. Social media is rife with shitty advice from all walks of filth. You don't know who to turn to. You don't know who to trust. One side's telling you yes, the other side's telling you no. Frankly, in this day and age, all anyone wants is an ear. Now, what if I told you, soldier, that I could be that ear? Yes, me, the commander himself. More than anything, I think it'd be really fun to do a little bit of an advice segment with you guys. Now, I understand I don't have any questions from you guys or, haven't reached out for that yet. For this video, I'm just going to be pulling the advice from the internet, searching every little nook and cranny for those desperate soldiers who just need some sage wisdom from their commander. That being said, if you guys like this segment, more than anything, I want to answer your guys' questions. So ask away and I'll comb through the comments. I'll acquisition the barracks for some, questionnaires, I guess. This time around, though, let's see what the denizens of the net need today. Alright, I'm starting the search on r/advice. I mean, how bad could it possibly be, right? First story on here. Shook hands after sex. I gave him a thumbs up. I'm a really awkward person, but is this normal? So this guy came over, we hooked up twice before, and after having sex, he took a nap in my bed, and I went into another room. But once he woke up, he got up to leave, and before he left, I gave him a thumbs up, and he stuck his hand out. I took it, and then he shook it and patted me on the head. I was confused and gave him another thumbs up as he left.
Bruh.
This was done in complete silence. I can't stop cringing every time I think about this moment. Maybe this is why he ghosted me. Brother Christ. Oh, Lord. That's brutal. We're just going to gloss right past that one. I don't think any amount of advice would fix that problem. This one I might be able to put a little advice forward on. Woke up from a coma to find out my girlfriend was dating someone else. What do I do next? So 2 months back, I had a major snowboarding accident and banged my head pretty hard. Broke my helmet. Jesus Christ, dude. Don't say that. Trying to avoid hitting a... Oh, damn. So he's a heroic and he has brain damage. I had a major brain bleed and concussion and was comatose for 2 weeks. When I woke up, I had lost almost 10 months worth of memories. Jeez. I tried to text my girlfriend on my phone, doing everything I could to text her, only to find I'd been blocked and deleted everywhere. I mean, that's kind of your first red flag, right? That's brutal, though. I asked my friends, but none of them would talk to me about it, saying, you have to ask her what's up. I tried for weeks and recently got a hold of her again, only to find out she moved on and was dating someone else. I asked her how come, since I'd only been in a coma for 2 weeks. That's when she told me we'd been broken up since November. Oh, brother. Yeah. I had said some hurtful things to her when my insecurities got the best of me and had pushed her away. The problem is I can't remember any of it. She was the love of my life and I said such horrible things to her and now I can't remember it. And I've lost everything. Damn. I don't know what to do next. She's happy and has nothing against me, but what am I supposed to do? I still love her just like nothing had happened, but she doesn't love me anymore. I know I should just move on, but don't know how to do it. I'll take any advice I can get. What do I do now? Damn, they are not going easy on me. I shouldn't have sorted by top. It would have been a lot more shit posts like the thumbs up girl. In that situation, there's not a whole lot you can do, man. Therapy, it's a big start. I'm sure it's traumatic to lose 7 months of your memory. Might be good to process that. And I think even if you didn't just have a girlfriend break up with you, losing 7 months of your memory is gonna be something that you're gonna have to slowly overcome. Let's see here. The update. Of course, there's an update. Spoke to her in private and looked at all the chats and pictures. And well, what happened was she began distancing herself from me because she got too immersed in finding a career for herself. Her words, not mine. Okay, bud. And didn't think about my past. I've been in several abusive relationships where I was ignored and pressured. And because of this, I started to, for lack of a better word, tweak out and accuse her of certain things due to her always being with her friends and hanging up on my... Come on, man. Come on. Use periods. And hanging up on my face randomly. Sometimes when she entered someplace or someone entered her room, only to go radio silent for several hours after. Yes, I know what it sounds like. Yes, I also don't believe it was just career issues. This all culminated in one typos, man. It's all culminated in one big argument where after I'd had enough, I drove to her house and went inside. I had a key, only to find her with a couple of friends, both guys, studying. Her friends left and we had a massive argument where I accused her of more things and then threw her keys on the floor and walked out. We argued over some texts. Friend group parted like always, some on her side, some on mine, and that's all I remember. For everyone who keeps saying, you said bad things, you made her leave, this, you, that, here's your explanation. We were both assholes. Me for not knowing how to handle the situation and acting childish, and her for distancing herself from me. I'm not sure if this will have more updates. Might write a book about this. P.S. If I see this on TikTok or Reels or Shorts, I swear to God. God. Indeed. I redact all of the previous advice that I gave before I read the update. And what I'll say is this. Congrats. You guys are better off. The real advice... Fix all that inner shit before you find someone so you don't ruin it when you lock it down. And you gotta take care of yourself, man. That's all it is. Next. Now this is my kind of story. My date shat himself and now I have the ick. I've been dating this guy for about 2 months. He was over on the weekend and we were having a few drinks with friends. He leaves to go to the toilet, and I kid you not, I could smell it from the living room. However, that didn't put me off, as I understand he probably just had an upset stomach. Throughout the night, he goes to the toilet at least 6 times in the span of 3 to 4 hours. Oh, that's IBS, brother. And each time does a bomb to the point my other guests didn't want to use my toilet anymore, as it was blocked. Oh no. But like I said, I gave him the benefit of the doubt due to him probably having an upset stomach. But what didn't make sense to me was he kept on drinking beer to the point where he had at least 7 or 8 pints. Yeah. As someone who struggles with bowel movements after drinking, when you hit that point, it's time to stop, brother. Fast forward to bedtime, he is drunk. We already planned for him to stay over, but it was like 3 a.m. and he wakes me up to tell me he just shat himself and that he needs to wash his boxers. At his big age, we're both 29, I felt disgusted and asked him to wash his boxers by hand, as I couldn't fathom putting them in the wash with my other clothes. He washed it by hand, but then had the audacity to ask if he can put it on my radiator to dry. Now it's the next morning and I have the biggest ick, but then the audacity to fart in bed first thing in the morning, and this fart smells like shit. As let's not forget, he just shat himself a few hours ago and didn't even shower. I shouldn't have to ask you to. Yeah, that's fair. All night I dodged his cuddles and slept on my side, and I think he realized I was giving him the cold shoulder. I truly cannot look at him the same way. I am disgusted and I don't want to see him again. I'm not sure how to tell him it's because of that. This happened 2 days ago, so it's still fresh on my mind. Any advice? P.S. I noted he didn't shower because once I woke up, I checked my wardrobe to count towels and they were untouched, so he could not have showered. P.P.S. He left without saying a word while I was in bed. I think he knows exactly what he did and why I was being off with him. Update. He texted me, "What did I do wrong? You were being off with me all weekend." Clearly, he has no self awareness, so I think we'll just have to tell him straight. Yowzer. That is. I mean, do you need advice? I mean, tell him what it is. That man shitted himself. Nobody wants to date a 5-year old, right? Like, let's be honest. Ay, ay, ay. And then he put it on the radiator. Like, do you not have a dryer? If that's the case, I kind of understand that. Nobody wants wet chonies, but that's a tough one too. I really hope you soldiers just have normal problems, cause yeah, no, he kind of came to the door like one of those little kids at night. He was just like, "I flew up," and expected you to wash his ass for him. I'd have been hiding that shit, dude. I'd have been throwing my underwear away. I would have burned them. I would have buried them in the backyard. I probably would have done like 40 other things before I woke you up from your sleep and was like, "Hey, I kind of shit myself." I mean, what can you do, man? Just tell them they shit themselves. They'll understand. This is why I don't go on Reddit, guys. Some of these I don't even want to weigh in on. This could be an interesting one. This shows a little promise, right? I can't take it anymore. My husband games away his life. I'm done. I can't take this anymore. He needs to grow the F up. We have 3 young children, twins no less, and I'm fully supporting us. I run a business from home that I started from scratch, and what does he do? He games. Literally, all he does is take the kids to school, games, picks them up, games, and repeats. He's a narcissist to the extreme. Doesn't even want to see my suffering. Oh, wait, excuse me. Doesn't even want to see me suffering to try to provide and make our life comfortable. Shows no appreciation for anything I've done. At what point should I divorce? Oh my god, she's just got the nuclear button. I believe marriage is a covenant, but I'm miserable. We haven't been intimate in over a year. Why would I want. Oh, God, sorry, the stigmatism kicked in there. Why would I want to when all he does is game and finds ways to hurt me emotionally? IDK what to do. I've always loved him. He wasn't like this in the beginning. 13 years later, I can barely look at him because I'm so disgusted that he'd be okay with how things are. Men, what would it take for y'all to wake your asses up and realize that women shouldn't have to do it all? What do I do to make him realize that I'm serious and I'm on the verge of divorcing him because of this? Like, get up, go get a job, or help me with my business and be my partner. But no, everything is my fault and he's a perfect angel. Reddit people, what would you do in this situation? I need stats. Is this man logging 40 hours a week? Is he logging 80? I mean, he should be logging 80 at a job. Bruh. My advice is there's got to be a little mediation. You sit down, 1-to-1. Maybe you have a mediator. Maybe you go to couples therapy and you hash it out. You set boundaries. That's all you really can do in a relationship is set boundaries, and if they respect them, then things are good. And if they don't respect them, you have a conversation that goes one of two ways. You find a middle ground or you walk away. I mean, that's all you can do. Dude does sound like a bum if literally all he's doing is gaming. There's no job, there's no hobbies. I mean, gaming is a great hobby, don't get me wrong. You know I love my video games. But at the end of the day, there needs to be something else going on here. I'm sorry. If he doesn't have a job and you got your own business, someone's bringing in the money there. What do I know? What do I know? I'm just a guy. I'm just a guy who plays video games and has responsibilities that get balanced. Real talk though, you got 3 kids, dude. Try the couples therapy first. And then yeah, I don't know. You sound like the breadwinner. Like you sound like you're making the money. Take the kids and go, you know? I mean, if you can't grow up, that's when you gotta start looking for someone who can. I'll be honest, soldiers, I didn't know what I was signing up for with Reddit. This shit's bonkers, honestly. I don't know what else to say, man. This come from the commander, dude. I've played Warzone. I've been in the shit, bro. I'm the guy tanking that baby daddy's KD. Advice is hard. I think that's gonna wrap it up for this little advice segment. If you enjoyed it, leave a like. You got any questions for the commander, leave a comment, because if I get enough of them, I'll do another one of these videos. Reddit is so fucked. See you, soldiers.